The fight week to golf week. How about this? It is golf week in Vegas. Shriners opens Thursday with the best field it's seen. #1 player in the world's here, Brooks Koepka. Also fan favorite Phil Mickelson. Adam Scott will be looking for a win in Vegas. This will be the first time he's played in Las Vegas since leaving UNLV. Now to kick off golf week in Vegas, Las Vegas Golf Hall of Fame induction ceremonies last night out there at TPC Summerlin. A great night with 5 new members inducted, and one of those going into the hall has done so much with his course people don't even realize. Garry Goett, owner of Southern Highlands, was thrilled with the induction.
I'm incredibly surprised and honored for being inducted into the Golf Hall of Fame. It was something so totally unexpected that I never even contemplated such an honor. I got involved in the golf because of my love of the game, and I really wanted to build another great golf club in Las Vegas. And I say another being Shadow Creek was the one that I was modeling after and thinking it was, when I first played Shadow Creek, it was like, this is a very special place. And if I felt I could just make it a little stronger, a little tougher, but still as beautiful, Steve did a magnificent job out there, and we really wanted to have another beautiful golf course. I think every time we get a great golf course in Vegas, it helps the whole city. And so that was our objective, and we wanted to have, instead of building a couple golf courses, which we first thought we might do, we wanted to build one that was nationally recognized throughout the country as one of the best, and hopefully we've come close to achieving that.
So really, it was Shadow Creek was the impetus for building this, in a sense.
Totally.
Wow.
I had the good fortune to be second. Steve went first, and he built Shadow Creek out there, in the north. And when we did Southern Highlands, we were able to say, what did he do right? He did a ton of things right, very few things wrong. The wrong thing would be maybe he got, we hired his green superintendent to help us build Southern Highlands. And they got maybe the trees too close to the greens and stuff like that, so the circulation wasn't good. I don't want to get technical, but there was a lot we learned from that. But also, I definitely wanted to have an all grass, all tree, bark chips, a few little lakes. And our lakes are actually to have a dual function. They're very beautiful, but they also function our whole drainage system. So we wanted to create something that was very special years to come.
Well, it has to be one of the most beautiful courses in the West, probably, right? I mean, and aren't you always
you can actually go right across the country, Chris.
Yeah, I mean,
I've had a chance to play every golf course, all the great golf courses in the United States, and I feel very, very blessed and fortunate to be able to do that. And when we combine the whole package of service and clubhouse and golf club and golf course, we think we have one of the very best in the United States, certainly a top 20.
I know you do so much philanthropic work and giving back to the community. Why is that important to you?
Well, first let me just touch on, we started off with the governor's black tie.
Yeah.
And that was, we did that the first, when we opened this club, we had a black tie dinner and a charitable function. And the following year, we said, man, what are we going to do for a follow-up? Well, we're going to do a golf tournament called the Governor's Black Tie. That has now raised over $20 million, built an $8.5 million Boys and Girls Club here in Southern Highlands, and it's been hugely successful. And we just have thousands of kids go through there every year, and it's just so impactful to these boys and girls. When we did, I felt that when we built Southern Highlands and did a really nationally recognized golf club, people would want to come and we could do some really big charitable events, and that's far exceeded my expectations. But I really feel we've been very, very fortunate to be successful. We've been blessed with a lot of good projects. We feel strongly you must give back to the community. And so if you deal with our company, Olympia Companies, you will learn how to give back to the community, because if you don't, we're going to teach you how. And these guys, the first year, they might be a little bit hard to get them to get along with this. The next year, it's a little easier, and then from then on, it's how much do you want and when do you want it? And we sell the tournament out every year. But it's really important to help out all our children in need. I mean, we just, so many charities you can help, but this is a very special thing where we've been able to raise that kind of money, and we raise about $1.2 million to $1.4 million a year. and have 3 days of fun doing it, Chris, and that's not hard.
God, it must be so gratifying. I was thinking about what you're saying about helping the kids in Opportunity Village, that you can use this venue as a platform to serve. How cool is that?
Yeah, I think that, and we saw that. We hoped it would turn out like that, but how it's turned out far exceeds any of our expectations. I mean, it has been so much draw for charitable events and to help bring a focal point to these charities. And now, initially we started like with 7, 8 charities. We have 9 now. We added the Golden Knights Folded Flag Charity into our fold. So now we have 9 charities. And I thought initially that was likely, a lot of charities was a drawback, but it turned out it was a bonus. It became a really part of our success because so many people got touched from so many different areas. And when we started to think about when we should cut it down to 4, they were almost in tears, losing like 100, 150,000 a year, and we realized how important it was to them.
Wow.
So now we said, listen, they're all staying. There's so many more charities we could do, Chris. There is a limit, and we take the money and we try to reach out to as many people as we can touch. And we've been very, very fortunate that the golf club and the surrounding has been so successful for the charitable events.
Well, once again, congratulations on the induction into the Hall of Fame. And boy, being in Las Vegas is wonderful, isn't it? Can you ever see yourself leaving here?
You know, I want to tell you, Chris, I've lived here for 30 years. I love Las Vegas. And anybody at Chris, and now everybody wants to be in Las Vegas. The first 10 years I lived here, people say, you live in Las Vegas. Now when you say you live in Las Vegas, everybody says, oh, you're so lucky. And that's a nice thing, but I love it, and I would never leave. My family loves it here too.